The hidden power of people never voted for. The version with humor plus storytelling plus pacing cues. The hook. Let me ask you something. When you think about who runs the country, who pops into your head? Politicians, right? Presidents, prime ministers. People yelling at each other on TV like it's the season finale of Democracy, the reality show. That's who we're told has power. But what if I told you are the people shaping your life the most you didn't vote for? Heartbeat. And you probably don't even know their names. 1225 115 set up. No speeches, no campaigns, no TikToks, just regular people in offices quietly making decisions that affect your rent, your job, your loans, your rights, your future. Which sounds dramatic, but it's completely real. Today we're talking about the hidden power players, bureaucrats, judges, and bankers. Yeah, I know. That sounds like the most boring superhero team ever assembled. But trust me, these people secretly run everything. The 15-2-10 democracy myth. We grow up thinking democracy works like this. We vote, politicians win, they fix stuff. Simple, clean, makes sense. Except politicians mostly announce things. They're like, we're improving housing, cool. Then what? They don't actually build anything. They don't process forms. They don't approve permits. They don't handle money. Other people do. The behind-the-scenes people. And that's where the real power lives. Bureaucracy section, 210, 230 transition. Let's start with the least exciting word in human history, bureaucrats. I know. You almost clicked off. Stay with me. These people are low-key, terrifying. 230, 520. Story 1. Alex's cafe dream. Picture this. Alex is 24. Just graduated. Tired of working retail. So Alex decides, I'm opening a coffee shop. Chill vibe. Plants. Indie music. Soft lighting. Main character energy. It's perfect. They save money, find a small space, paint the walls, everything's going great. Then the city says, awesome. Just get a permit. Cool. How many? Yes, now Alex needs a business license, a food permit, a health inspection, a fire inspection, zoning approval, sign permit, waste permit, and something called Form 47B, which sounds like it belongs in Star Wars. Weeks pass. Then months. Every email says, missing signature, wrong format, processing, resubmit. There's no villain, no dramatic music, just Greg. Greg from planning. Greg doesn't hate Alex. Greg just says, yeah, we'll get to it, heartbeat. And that's it. Dream paused, money draining, stress rising, because Greg, who nobody elected, quietly controls whether Alex's future exists. That's bureaucracy. It's not dramatic, it's just paperwork with godlike power. For 620 explanation plus humor. That's what bureaucrats do. They approve stuff, deny stuff, write rules, enforce rules. Politicians promise things. Bureaucrats decide if those things actually happen. They're basically the Wi-Fi router of government. You never think about them until everything stops working, and suddenly, your whole life collapses. Judges section 620-640, transition. Okay, now let's talk about judges. This one's kind of wild, Because judges don't just follow laws, they interpret them. And interpretation? That's basically controlled chaos. Since 4940. Story 2, Maya's Side Hustle. Meet Maya. She's 22. In college, runs a small online art shop. It's going great. Coffee money, rent money, life's decent. Then one morning, payment platform says, account temporarily limited due to new regulations. She's like, what regulations? Turns out, months earlier, 2 companies had a boring legal fight. Nobody paid attention, except the judge ruled this type of transaction now counts as something else legally. That tiny sentence triggered new rules, which changed platform policies, which froze Maya's income overnight. She wasn't in court. She didn't vote. She didn't even know it happened. But one judge in one room changed her life. That's insane. One person reading a paragraph differently, and suddenly thousands of people are affected. Imagine if teachers graded like that. Technically correct, but vibes are off. C-. That's basically legal interpretation. And some judges serve for life. Life. They might still be making decisions when we're all arguing with robots about rent in 2055. That's long-term power. 940, 1020. Quick takeaway: courts don't look loud or exciting. But one ruling can change speech, privacy, money, rights. Overnight, no vote. Just decision made, plot twist. Banks section 1020, 1040 transition. Now here's the sneakiest one. Banks. And yeah, finance sounds boring, but this might affect you the most. Because banks control money, and money controls everything. 1040, 1030, story 3, Jordan's apartment hunt. Meet Jordan. Just graduated, first real job. Finally thinking, okay, maybe I can move out of my parents' place. Checks apartment prices, checks mortgage rates. Last year, affordable. This year, absolutely unhinged. Like, do I need to sell a kidney? Expensive. Jordan's like, did something happen? Did we vote on this? Was there a national announcement? Nope. Just a meeting. Somewhere. 5 bankers in suits said, let's raise interest rates. That's it. And now, loans cost more, rent rises, businesses borrow less, jobs slow down. Life just switched from normal mode to hard mode. Because of a spreadsheet. Banks basically control the difficulty setting of adulthood. Easy mode, cheap loans. Hard mode, good luck champion, and nobody asked you. 1330, 1410, big picture humor. It's wild. We argue about politicians on Twitter all day. Meanwhile, the real power might just be Greg, a judge. And 5 bankers eating sandwiches in a conference room. That's the real Avengers. Just way less cool. Why this matters? 1410, 1600. Here's the thing. None of these people are villains. It's not a conspiracy movie. It's just how systems evolve. The loud people get attention. The quiet people get control. And we ignore this stuff because it sounds boring. Regulations, monetary policy, administrative process, instant sleep. But here's a life rule. If something sounds boring and complicated, there's a 90% chance it secretly controls your life. Taxes, credit scores, contracts, student loans. Nobody makes movies about them, but they run everything. Adulthood is basically realizing the world is controlled by paperwork, and nobody warned us. Closing, 1600, 1800. So what do we do? Don't panic. Just pay attention. Ask questions. Look at local decisions, city councils, courts, policies, bank changes. Yeah, the boring stuff. Unfortunately, the boring stuff matters most. Because democracy isn't just voting every few years. It's understanding who actually holds power and making sure they answer to the public too. So next time something random messes up your plans, your permit gets delayed. Your app changes rules. Your loan gets expensive. It might not be some politician yelling on TV. It might just be Greg. Heartbeat. And once you see that, you can't unsee it. You start noticing the system. Not scarier, just clearer. Like finally finding the settings menu to a game you've been playing on hard mode your whole life. Small smile, in voice. And honestly, we all deserve the user manual. If you want more videos breaking down how life actually works, but nobody explained it, hit subscribe. Let's figure this stuff out together. See you in the next one.